So let's predict some matches and win some pints. And I thought you were going to score.
Ask a better question, you get a better answer.
Hi guys, welcome back. So before I predict all the results of this year's Autumn Internationals, let's talk about the game we can play. Now, we had a great time playing Fantasy Six Nations at the beginning of the year. You guys were phenomenal. We filled out 7 pools of 100, had a great time, prize at the end. This time, it's even better, to be honest, because you guys are subscribing, watching, commenting, liking, all that great stuff. Rugby companies, rugby-related companies are starting to offer us things. So I had an email and a phone call from Fanzo, who run the Guinness Pint Predictor game. You may have heard of it. It's a great game, and they are setting up our own league. It's not something you can set up yourself. They have to set it up for you. Previously, they've done it with podcasts, like, Jim and Goody's podcast. They're starting with YouTube, and they're starting with us, and they're giving us the code ANALYST. Nice and easy, ANALYST. Download the Fanzo app. Put in analyst, you join the league for free, and then all you do is you have a go at predicting the results, the scores of the internationals, and for every single game you could win a free Guinness. Now, I will say at this point, please drink responsibly. Have a look on the website, be drink aware. Like I said, drink in moderation, drink responsibly. Having a social as part of rugby, watching rugby after playing rugby is half the fun, but yeah, do it sensibly, of course. But use that code ANALYST and then watch the RugbyAnalyst channel for all the updates on the league and, of course, the results of the internationals. So all you've got to do is make your predictions, and if you're even within 10 points, you get a free Guinness for a friend. They may give it back to you, who knows. If you're within 7 points, you get a free Guinness for yourself. If you don't like Guinness by any chance, then you could give it to someone who does and they could get you the drink you want. Please drink responsibly. Now, like I said, it's all free. Download the app Fanzo, put in the code ANALYST, then you're in our league. And the better you are at the predictions, the higher you go up the league. So we have a competition amongst ourselves as well. Like I said, in the Six Nations, we got up to about 700 players. Let's see if we can top that. It's going to be great fun. Now let's get on with my predictions. So to really get into the spirit of the Guinness Match Pint Predictor, I'm going to predict all the matches involving England, France, Ireland, Scotland and Wales. Just for fun. Will it happen? I doubt it. But I'm going to do it in a bit of a narrative. One result influences the others, etc. So this is how maybe it might go with my thinking at the moment. When I do my match pint predictions, I'm definitely going to take a bit more time to look at the squads and stuff like that and the results before. But anyway, for England's 4 games, I think England start with Argentina against Argentina with a win. I don't think it's their best performance, but they get it done. England versus Japan, I'm expecting to be very open. They might go for, Smith and Farrell zipping the ball around. Japan playing as well. Could be exciting, but England get over the line. I think New Zealand might be too tough for England. I'm not sure England have quite got the personnel at the moment. New Zealand could be popping at that point, so New Zealand win. And then maybe, as an England fan, a bit of bias here. I reckon South Africa have had a long season. They're tired. They've got a few key injuries in that last fixture. And England step it up to just get over the line. Maybe. Okay, on to Ireland. Ireland against South Africa. I am saying South Africa win. I'm actually saying Ireland might struggle a little bit in this series just because they're carrying so many little niggles into this series. Players who haven't played a lot recently. I think a fresh South Africa squad might catch them a little cold. Ireland get back into it against Fiji with that reaction win. Often you see sides coming back with a big reaction. Then Ireland against Australia. I think this could be a good one, but I think Ireland win. I'm not sure Australia are actually going to be that great on this tour. We will see. But anyway, that's just my predictions. South Africa win, then 2 Ireland wins. For France, I think they have a massive point to prove and they know it. So I reckon they win all 3. I think they win against Australia, a bit stuttering because they haven't played a top team for a while. Then the big against South Africa, they really turn it on. It's a big clash. It's a great game, very close. But at home, with that World Cup around the corner, they come away with a win. And then they've played Japan loads already recently, so they know what to do there and they get the win there. So a clean sweep for France. Then for Scotland, this is how I'm just predicting it's going to go. Not that it will, but here we go. Scotland against Australia. I say Scotland win, actually. I reckon it's a high-scoring thriller. Scotland's first-choice team are out. There's players with points to prove at home. Australia played pretty well, but it's a really good win for Scotland. And then I'm kind of going the other way with a big upset in the second game. I reckon Gregor Townsend, he picks a large squad. I think it was 40. He's the sort of coach who likes to play lots of new players. So I think he experiments in this game. Fiji have a really good win. They know they can target this game because it's like a second choice Scottish team. And I say Fiji come away with a big scalp. Then it's New Zealand, and I think no matter who Scotland play, I think it'll be their first choice team, I'm sure. But I think New Zealand are going to be too good. And then against Argentina, Scotland hurting from 2 losses in a row, pull it back together at home to get a win over a tough Argentinian team at the end of their long season. And then finally on to Wales. I think it starts like this. They start with the absolute toughest game against New Zealand. New Zealand, popping after a good rugby championship. They're too good. It's a good game, but New Zealand win. They bounce back with a win against Argentina. A bit of a slugfest, but we know Wales can be good at that. Against Georgia, I think they win fairly comfortably. I'm not sure Georgia will pose too many problems. And then at the end of the series, I think Australia might pop back with a big win. Maybe they're one big scalp of the tour, as Wales just suffer from a few attritional injuries. As we know, their first choice team I think is very good, but I think maybe the strength in depth not quite there, and Australia come up with a big win. So to be honest, I'm just telling a bit of a story here. This is maybe how it could go. I'd love to know what you guys think, how it's going to go, but it's just a bit of fun really. What it really is whetting your appetite for the Guinness Match Pint Predictor game. Download that FanZoo app, enter the code, get entered. You can predict every game. If you get, within 10, within that range of points, you start winning pints. It's pretty good fun. Let me know how you go and how you're going to predict all these games. Anyway, guys, I will catch you next time.